could have like drafted a Lee Sin earlier and then gone for like an Aphelios pick or something like that if this was going to be the end result. It feels like a very flex draft. Blind Lissandra.
Well, does give them one hell of a team fight. Like, what there is, like, the bouncy castle is absolutely stupid with the fact that you now have people in frozen tombs. It's so difficult to kill Lissandra. Wow. I kind of love it. I actually think that, like, Lissandra's been creeping up recently. We saw it come through from Kwandong, I believe, last week. DK are looking once again for another option as Raptor is just here. The Shadow, another hook is going to connect, and there is the Lee Sin. I believe they just got vision of him. He's going to have to flash. So Loopy has to give that one up, but at least he's going to live for now as Ivory giving back exactly what he's getting here and a little bit more.
Yeah, I thought maybe because there's no Wukong showing bottom, like I thought Pulbe was trying to get a flash there because he's like, Lucid could be here, you don't know. Yeah. But he kind of does know. He has a ward there over the wall, and he's not gonna flash there. In fact, trades back really nicely. So, and Lucian to a lesser extent.
What? How did he pick that hook? That was insanity. Okay. Sure, Loopy. Loopy got some feedback after the last game. They're like, pick up your performance. He's like, all right, well, what about if I edit the hitbox of the dredge line?
I feel like Kevin Kim is going to be like, actually, most people don't know this, but Loopy had a career as a seamstress before this. That's how he threads those needles.
Wow.
Like the Kevin Kim lore. Kevin Kim's gonna be like, yeah, he's known for this.
Yeah.
I'm just teasing that. What's up, Kevin? I hope you're in the chat.
Brim is in a bit of trouble here as Raptor is going to find Thanatos. Thanatos gets out just fine, and no one flashed.
It's going to be pretty interesting. I say that, but he doesn't get it off blue buff because he's significantly behind in farm. Here comes an engage.
Well, there's the flash. They managed to just guarantee it. Bubble is going to be flashed as Polu going down extraordinarily low. There's the piercing arrow, and first blood goes to Rahel. Epoch going to flash the hail of arrows, but it doesn't matter. It's still a double kill, and who cares about the Herald if you just murder the bottom lane?
Head straight over there, and if Enosh goes to the fight without summoners, we smash him. If he goes bottom side, he's already losing farm that, like, he has to go there. All they have to do is buy time here.
Yeah.
And that they should.
Yeah, Pulbe going to move in here as there's the Cyclone. Frozen Tomb is going to lock down the first kill onto the jungler as well. It's going to make Shelly far more difficult to take down. They trade 1 for 1. But DK retains some semblance of control. We won't have this dominance for much longer as Loopy. He gets in here. Put up a little bit of a rock as Thanatos hanging out over in the area.
They need Rahel over here to win this fight, I think. He is heading over right now, and this is identified by Enosh. She's like, he's not down here. He's probably question mark pinging this or told his team vocally. Like, the Varus is coming, so you guys either need to win this fast or get out.
Well, Thanatos is going to dive forward. Polo's going to get knocked up with the depth charge. Piercing arrow comes on through as well. It's going to be the first kill, a third one for Rahel. As Lucid going to collect the eye, and now we'll have to check in on how many of these plates Enosh has been able to pick up. One so far. Might be able to get the couple, which means that Bro didn't really need to contest there to get value. And yes, a couple of plates went down on the bottom side of the map in favor of Enosh, but now Rahel's able to collect one, and Chains of Corruption somehow connect onto Nami as well, which is kind of cute. Thanatos trying to fight up against Prim here. Discovered that Thanatos is actually a persona as well, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I've always thought that it was just a Lost Ark boss. It's also a persona, and probably also something else. I think it's like it's a mythology thing as well.
This game is on its way to being quickly as one-sided as the first one.
Did you know that the Greeks copied both Lost Ark and Persona?
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
They stole their Greek god of death from,
they didn't even give
from Lost Ark and Persona. It's like really weird.
Didn't even give credit.
I don't know why they do that. Anyway, there's a wave. Doesn't really do too much. That flash kick was absolutely awesome onto Rahel. Is it going to be enough to win them the fight, though, is the question, because the Azir has already gone down. There's Frim as well. It's a double for Lucid. And although Raptor looked so cool at the beginning, it didn't do enough to actually win them the fight because mid-game for DK is so strong.
Mid-game is so strong, and they have so much CC. Winning team fights is so hard as these further item comes through for the Varus in particular because his poke is so crazy good.
And is he going to be okay is the question, guys, as that tidal wave doesn't do so much. And Cyclone, Cyclone, Circle, Circle, Arrow, and that's the end.
Yeah, this game is over. Rahel is on 5 kills now after that double with 1 arrow.
And it's Prowler's Varus as well, so
oh, man.
Rahel's feeling it. Claw
Look
comes
at the
in.
damage!
Enosh, I mean, he's not going to get ulted. I don't think, did Pulbe not quite have it off cooldown?
Yeah, it just came up.
Just
came up.
I was like, if it's Pulbe, right? So he's obviously going to press the button if he has access to it. Enosh does have cleanse, but it's on cooldown for the next little while. Oh, that was close. Dreadline not going to quite connect. There's the kickback as he's straight into a bubble. So Perma CC. They do manage to take down the jungler though, and I think Lucid's actually the damage carry, guys. I think you're focusing on killing this Lissandra, but the Wukong just tears him to shreds.
And the coach has to be like, we will talk about game 2 later, but let's go get dinner first.
Yeah.
Uh-oh,
okay, Ivory is possibly going to die. Ring of Frost comes in. He goes golden. Does he have the Q back? Oh, the flash is going to be there. And that means that Ivory's going to die. That was pretty sick.
That was sick.
Pulbe, I think, like, Ivory knew that he had the flash, right?
Yeah, well, also he could have self-ulted. He decided not to. Here we go.
Yeah, Lucid's
no
gonna
turret.
Get pushed into 2, and there is the triple Cyclone. He's doing this basically by himself right now as the Horn comes down. He's basically unneeded. Lucid gives him the thumbs up as he just gets a couple of Triumph procs and he'll be
disgusting.
They're
going to end with Herald. They're going to end with Herald.
Dancing Herald?
Dancing Herald. It is happening. It is happening, Atlas. It is
oh my god, it better.
Finish it.
Yes,
oh,
good. Keeps the health buck, Okay,
all right, keep those minions alive.
Kill Ivory. You have to kill them all as they spawn. Keep her alive. Shirley will survive. No! Frim, how dare you! You had one way of allowing this ending to be positive. It is just so sad. As Rahel, he's able to keep himself out of position here. And that's a very dead Renekton. My god, they are so fed.
What an anticlimactic end to this game with no Dancing Herald.
Yeah, where's Shirley, man?
What a buzz kill for him, seriously.
Yeah. Well, there's a Frozen Tomb. It's a really deadly Sin. Enosh is also dead as well. It's the most damage I've seen a Ring of Frost do as they take down the Nexus and D plus Kia. They will win this series. And it looked like they were a bit upset about how game number 2 went.
It's like 1905, the timer when the Nexus cracks there. That was
I think that was the shortest game of the season, right?
This is the shortest game I've cast, that's for sure. I asked for confirmation, so we'll see.
Yundo's in the chat. You might let us know.
Yeah, 1910 is the game time. I think the Nexus actually fell faster than that, but it takes including the animation, ticks up to 1910. And in a 19-minute game, he is 19,424. So in the shortest game, he has over 1,000 DPM. That is, that is like unheard of, actually.
That's actually pretty insane.
We're like, yeah, Rahel, he's definitely not a strong point for this team. You know, he's pretty all right, but like, we gotta talk about the jungle. We gotta talk about the mid lane.
He had like probably like the weakest Draven performance that we've seen for a really long time, and then comes out with this. As Rahel is going to collect it, Loopy robbed, in my opinion, but I think that this guy's bounce back from that Draven performance to this Varus performance, absolutely incredible.
Just insanity, and like Loopy set him up. He took that damage though, and he shot arrows into CC. I mean, that's why it's a boom vote, because a lot of the damage he did was because the rest of his team pressed R, and then he was like, I will press Q on top of that.
Yeah, and you can do all the engaging you want.
Do it.
If he misses his arrows, they don't kill the targets that they're looking for, right? And 1013 DPM.